Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually gives you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, if you're new to my channel and you like daily tips to go ahead and take your game to the next level, you want to hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the notification icon so you can see my daily tips get released to you. This is a third part of a three-part series where I basically break down a money play out of the Strong Pro, play action stop and go. I've actually had very good success with this play already online against live opponents. I did show you another breakdown of the halfback toss motion and the fullback trail. Two other good plays to go ahead and throw into your scheme. Halfback toss motion is something you can't spam too much, but you can definitely catch your opponent off guard, especially if you go ahead and figure in the fullback trail with it. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the audibles. In this particular play set, you've got the halfback blast, you've got the doubles goes, and you also have the really good audible, which is going to be play action scissors, which is an excellent complement to the play action stop and go. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the audibles really quick as far as the run play. We're going to run against random 34 defenses, so it's probably a pretty good fit. And what's good about this particular play is that inside zone, even if you got a stack box, if you got 8 in the box, you're still going to be able to get an opportunity to get some pretty good yards against your opponent with this run. So, you know, if your opponent comes in a light box, you've got 6 people, you can run it as is. But it's a nice little run that you can go ahead and take to the inside, to the outside. You can also flip the run to the other side, but I don't necessarily like the blocking. It's not the best blocking. It almost plays like a stretch, so you'd probably have to consider you know, basically just making sure you just run it to the side that you're going to get your blocking at, because you're going to get better blocking with the tight end and the fullback over there. Now the other play you have is one of your audibles is doubles go, and this particular play is hit or miss. You might want to consider doing some, you know, you really can't do much with this. It's really a few different reads. One way you can actually make the play a little bit better is put yourself a nice little out route on the backside. If you can get rid of the ball before the pressure, it's definitely going to be very successful for you. So let's see if we can get rid of that with my read. Okay, so out routes right there, and able to go ahead and complete it right there with an out route. But we can leave the streak on there. And basically what we're going to do is going to go ahead and take a look at the fullback route and then basically go up to the tight end from there. So my progressions are really going to be over the middle. Those are going to be my primary reads. And my first read is going to be the fullback route because he should get a fairly good separation. It's going to be the first place I'm going to look at. So you do want to have somebody who can catch the ball with your fullback. That's going to be the ideal situation. Now my next progression is going to be the tight end, because it's a levels concept. It's a real tight levels concept, so you can get picked off with a guy that plays a lot of good users, so you're going to be conscious of it. And then my final progression is going to be this running back route, because you can see right here he gets out a good 5 yards or so. So it's, if your opponent's not playing that the right coverage, you can pick up some fairly easy yards with it. So let's see here, and right there nobody's in the area. I've got almost a 30-yard gain with a little check down to the running back. So that's why you have to go ahead and take a look at that progression. So let's just take a gander. Once again, an instant replay. What's my first progression? My fullback right there. Man coverage. I can try to go ahead and push it up to this guy right here, but you can see there's blanket coverage, and I'm throwing right into passing lanes for this tight end, and they're just so close together they don't really get the separation. So my next progression over here is going to be the running back, and right there he's just wide open. So basically three quick progressions with the ball. And then you can see right here, let's see if we can get that. Okay, so that was the next progression right there, as I forced it up to the tight end in the middle. So nice little thing that you can do against your opponent. If you want to get the routes a little bit flatter, that's actually another way to go ahead and do it. So that will help you dramatically, and as you can see right here, I might be able to take it house with Everett, but not. So let's take a look at the best play, which is going to be play action scissors. This is probably by far the best of the 3 audibles in this, and it's a great complement to the play action stop and go. Once again, we're going to do random 34 defenses. Alright, so with this particular play, we're really going to be looking at Harkley is going to be our first read to the flat. Then we're going to look at Everett, and then maybe Woods over the middle, and then our fourth progression, we should never get to this guy, should be Watkins. So we're looking to the right side of the field, flat, Everett, and then Woods. Those are our progressions with this particular play. Play action is going to go ahead and keep your opponent honest more than anything else. You could block the play action just to give yourself a little bit more time, but this is a very good play to go and attack your opponent. So as you can see right here, I'll show you my progression, my read, why I went ahead and went to the corner route. I'm looking to the fullback to see if he gets followed by a man coverage. So right here I actually block my running back. That gives me just an additional time, and I only had a 4-man rush. So first thing I'm going to do is look to this guy right here, and if I see a guy biting down on a man coverage, basically I know that the corner route should be wide open to get the separation. So as you can see right here, he does get the separation. I do an outside pass lead and just get a nice little completion right up the sideline. So we're going to go ahead and keep the play action. And once again, we're going to go right back to that play right there. And I saw a corner that actually who bit down on the flat. So I'm trying to dump the ball down to the flat. I'm trying to do a high percentage play, but the corner actually bites down to the flat. And I know that this guy is going to pull coverages away, leaving this corner out wide open for an easy completion. So once again, I was able to go and get a 20-yard completion if I could stay in bounds. So there's a flat, easy peasy. So a defender couldn't get out there quick enough, so I'm going to go ahead and abuse my opponent with it. Going to fake the animation. Okay, here you go. So that's cover 2. So against cover 2, basically it's going to open the wide seed right there. So you really can, you could basically attack all the defenses that you want with this particular play if you have your reads down and you make fast progressions. If you sit on the ball, you can get yourself in trouble. You really can't wait for play. You can't wait. But this combination of routes is really not going to leave your opponent too much. So as you can see, it's cover 2. This guy floats up. Then he floats down to take away the flat route. This guy is probably going to get a little bit wide. I probably could have hit the corner route because this guy can't defend all of them. And with a crossing route over the middle, he's going to defend it, and I've got basically, I could have racked that if I racked it, but I'm really big on possession catch. So really good play to go and throw into your scheme. You throw this in complements with the play action stop and go, also with the motion toss, inside zone, the goes route. You can use strong pro and work your way all the way down the field, and you've got a nice little inside running game that you can attack your opponent with, and obviously the pitch with the motion toss. So to my subscribers, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, you sat through this video, you probably enjoyed my content. Hit the subscribe button, notification icon. If you like these tips and you want to get these in advance, I have a Patreon account for a minimum charge of $1. You could basically become one of my patrons. You can get all my tips 2 weeks in advance. So once again, to my subscribers, thank you for support. Until next time.